What's up, guys? It's your favorite life coach, Tanya Williams, helping you become the best version of you. So if you're new here, hey girl, hey, welcome. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and send to another bestie who needs just a little bit of accountability, all right? So if you're new here, again, welcome. If you're an old head, you already know what you're getting into, so let's just jump on in, okay? So listen, let's talk about purpose, platform, and calling. We all love to talk about that, right? Okay. But let me ask you a question. Who are you really when nobody's watching? Who are you when the cameras are off, the lights are out, and it's just you and God? Because it's one thing to look anointed, but it's another thing to live surrendered. And today we're talking about character, the quiet place where God does his best work, but nobody seems to clap for it. So I remember a time when I was just showing up strong online, posting, motivating, pouring to people. But behind the scenes, I was empty. Your girl was struggling, okay? Not because I didn't love God, but because I was performing for him instead of being with him, okay? I'd spend hours planning content, posting, but I couldn't spend 15 minutes praying. And one day God whispered to me, I don't want your platform. I want your heart. Whoo, child. That one right there humbled me really quick. So let's just dive in and add a little bit of Bible to it, okay? So Matthew 6:6 says, when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees you what is done in secret will reward you. See, we live in a culture where everything is about being seen and being praised. Like, shares is our validation, and that's how we think that, people are supposed to respond. And if we're not careful, we'll get caught up in that, and we'll think that that's how we're supposed to respond to God. But God still blesses private obedience more than public applause. The question isn't, do you look the part? The question is, are you becoming the person he can trust you with when nobody's looking? Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. It's starting to get cold here, and we were out last night in the cold elements, and your girl is kind of feeling it today, so please forgive me. But we're going to keep on rolling because, that's how we roll. So I'm going to give you 3 signs that you're growing in your character, all right? So you stop needing to prove yourself. The rest in what God already said about you. Now, I don't know about you guys. I always kind of had that attitude. I dance to the beat of my own drum. I really don't care about what anybody says. And since I've hit these late, almost 50, late 40s, almost 50, your girl, her level of do not care has met an all-time level, okay? I don't know if it's perimenopause, menopause, whatever it is, I do not care. And let me tell you, that is so freeing, okay? It's almost like when you first discover the power of no and saying no to people, that's what I can compare it to. Number 2, you honor commitments even when no one's checking. Now, not to toot my own horn, but I've always been that girl where my word is my bond. It's been very few times ever in life that if I tell you I'm going to do something, I back out and say no. I usually have to have a really good excuse other than I just don't want to, or I'm not going, I just flake on you, okay? So, now I may, in all honesty, on the day of or up to that, I may say, oh, man, why did I say I would do that? Because, I'm just human. Sometimes I commit to things that I wish I hadn't, but my bond is my word. Number 3, you choose conviction over comfort, even when it costs you likes, friends, and opportunities. That is a heck yes for me, because I always allow God and Holy Spirit to convict me and not people. I don't really care about what people say. But listen, consistency in private builds credibility in public, so you can't fake the fruit, all right? Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. You can't fake the fruit. All right, so I'm going to give you 3 ways to grow. when nobody's watching, because you already know you, girl. I'm not going to tell you what to do without showing you how to do it, all right? All right, so let's get on in. Build a secret history with God. So set aside time with him daily, not for content, not for notes, just connection. You know, I highly recommend starting your day off with him. You know, I know that's not always ideal, but let's get out of religion mindset for a second, okay? Society wants us to believe that we have to go into our prayer closet, or it has to be a specific type of day or a certain amount of time and all that. I take God everywhere with me. So if it's on my way to work, I pray. In the shower, I pray. You know, like halfway through my day, I may go in the bathroom and like, Lord, you better fix my mouth, because you know I'm about to go off on these folks up in here, okay? You know, and it doesn't have to be, you know, always devotional style and things like that. Although it's great. Now, I'm not knocking that. But don't be so churchy and so religion, you know, tying religion to it. It's about relationship, okay? So don't get caught up in checking all the boxes and having it to be perfect and things like that, because he don't really care about that. He just wants the connection and the time with you, okay? Number 2, audit your motives. Ask, would I still do this if nobody saw it? If the answer is no, then your heart might be in the wrong place, okay? I don't know about y'all, but I depend on God every day, all day, for everything that I do, because I know if it wasn't for him, I'd be shaming him daily, because this walk is hard and these people will try you, okay? So stay accountable. Surround yourself with people who care more about your character than your clout. Because listen, what you do in private will always show up in public, right? Because what's in your heart will flow out of your mouth eventually. So make sure that it's pure. All right, if this message hit home, don't just scroll. Sit with it. Ask God, show me the parts that I've hidden so you can heal them. And if you're ready to do the work, not just talk it out, join my private community. I have something called Inside My Healing Club. We're on school right now, and it is called The Purpose Collective. It is a free group that you can join. I also have a paid version where you can upgrade to different things that I offer within the month. But the healing community is free. It's where we do our small group, and it's where we heal and grow and learn together. So head on over to school if you're not in there, and sign up, and make sure that you invite a friend and bring a friend. All right? Adjust your crown and be the best version of you.